Hello students, I am here with a new video. How are you all? Hoping you all are fine and safe at home. Welcome back to online learning platform of SPPS Ilkal. Dear children, we have completed first unit in the previous classes. So today we are going to start the next unit, Unit 2. So before we start Unit 2, let us talk a few words about dream and imagination. Tell me students, how many of you have dreamed of a beautiful imagination? Obviously, if we were in the class, I must have asked you this question. How many of you have dreamed of a beautiful imagination? I hope many of you can dream of a palace or fort, a king or queen, a fair lady like Cinderella, Sonpari, beautiful garden, magical sceneries, etc. It is very common that a child like you must dream of such beautiful imaginations. So here we have the poem which related to this topic, that is A Child's Thought. Unit 2, Poem 2, A Child's Thought. Let us know who is the author of this poem. This poem was written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson. Now let us see about the poet. Look at the picture. This is the picture of author or poet Robert Louis Stevenson. He was born the 13th of November in 1850 in Scotland and died the 3rd of December in the year 1894 in Samoa, probably of a cerebral hemorrhage. He was a Scottish novelist, poet, essayist, and travel writer. His most famous works are Treasure Island, Kidnapped, and Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So this is the brief information about the poet. I hope you understood this. Now let us start our poem. Here it is the first stanza of the poem. I will read this. You listen carefully. At 7, when I go to bed, I find such pictures in my head. Castles with dragons prowling round, gardens where magic foods are found, fair ladies present in a tower or lost in an enchanted bower, while gallant horsemen ride by streams that border all this land of dreams. I find so clearly in my head at 7 when I go to bed. Next stanza. At 7 when I wake up again. At 7 when I wake up again, the magic land I seek in vain. A chair stands where the castle's frown. The carpet hides the garden ground. No fairies strip across the floor. Boots and not horsemen flank the door. And where the blue streams rippling ran is now a bath and water can. I seek the magic land in vain. At 7 when I wake up again. Written by R.L. Stevenson. So this is very wonderful imaginative poem. Here we have the list of meaning of new words. First one, dragon, a large fire breathing creature. Second one, prowl, to move or to roam. Third one, enchant, to cast a spell on someone or something or to delight. Fourth one, bower, a shady, leafy shelter. Fifth one, gallant, brave and honorable. Sixth one, in vain, without any success. Seventh one, flank, to be on the side of somebody or something. Eighth one, castle, fort or a large building. Ninth one, stream, a narrow river. 10th one, seek, find. 11th one, tower, a tall structure. 12th one, rippling, small waves. 13th one, frown, displeasure look. So this is the list of meaning of new words. I hope you have learned some new words and their meanings from this session. As the poem is about the child's thought, so as you are also a child, let us think yourself as a 7-year-old child and whatever thoughts, here thoughts means thinking, that comes to your mind is exactly what the poet has written in this poem. So we will continue the meaning of this poem in the next session. So children, did you know about dragons? Did you know about dragons? Have you ever seen dragons? Here, I think you not seen, only you have seen in a picture or film or cartoons. So I too, but not really I have seen. So here, look at the picture, this is the picture of dragons. So here I have given some information about dragon. Chinese ears are named after a series of 12 animals, 11 real animals and the legendary dragon. One is a unreal, that is legendary dragon. The dragon is a legendary animal similar to a huge lizard or snake that appears in the stories and art from all over the world. Dragons typically are portrayed as having scaly skin, a powerful jaw with sharp teeth, 4 legs with long claws and a long tail. Horns, spikes and bat-like wings also may sprout from their body. So dragons have seen in the film or in the cartoon. So this is a small information of dragons. And it is also mythical dragons, means where we have found in most Western myths such as those of Europe. Dragons are symbol of evil. They are usually fire-breathing beasts that terrorize people. In many tales, a hero makes it his mission to slay a dragon. So look at the picture. So this is a short information about dragons, and you also know more information about dragons. I hope you have to collect and also you are curious to see more information about dragons. So here this is your homework. Write the poem and meaning of new words and brief note about poet in English notebook one time and recite the poem. Is it clear, students? I am sure you will do this with neat handwriting. Is it? So, if you have any doubts, you can call or text me. Till then, goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.